Osamu was never the type to do challenges, not even back in high school when he often supported Atsumu in his shenanigans. He wasn't sure why exactly he was chosen to do this one, but what was done was done. His brother and his friend would probably annoy the hell out of him if he refused. Still, he knew Suna was quite a sensitive person deep down. Maybe I can soften it a bit? No one will know if I don't say it in full, right? He was preparing their lunch, meanwhile Suna was probably on his phone again somewhere in the house. He decided to do the thing before they ate. That way, he could bribe Suna into forgiving him with the food. His phone rang with a new message, but he was too busy with cooking and ignored it for now. If it was important, the person would call, right? He carefully arranged the food on the plates and took a deep breath. Rin, lunch is ready. Suna soon waddled out from their bedroom, making a beeline to the table. Took you long enough? Osamu winced. Well, sorry, I'm not a machine. Quality takes time, you know. Suna just hummed and tugged on the bandage on his hand. Osamu still felt bad for the whole thing, though he was convinced that Suna had already forgiven him. Apparently not. Do you want help? I can cut it for you if you want. I can do that myself. I'm not disabled. Osamu sighed. Suna was obviously in a bad mood that day for some reason, but he couldn't figure out why. Maybe better to postpone the challenge. This wouldn't end well. Alright, I didn't mean it like that. Then how did you mean it? It's your fault anyway. Osamu clenched his jaw. It was his fault, he knew that. But since Suna didn't mention anything about it before, he thought his boyfriend didn't think about it like that. Sorry. Let's eat, okay? Actually, I wanted to talk about something. Okay. I've been thinking, and considering the events of the last week, I think you don't deserve me as a boyfriend. Osamu almost dropped the plate he was holding. What? You heard me. Wait, no, this is not... Did they tell you about the challenge? Suna tilted his head. Challenge? The one from Oikawa? From yesterday? Suna raised his eyebrow and stayed silent. The ground swayed under Osamu's feet. Do you mean it? What do you think? He does. He means it. Rin, I'm sorry what happened last week. I know it's my fault, but... Eat before it gets cold. Thanks for the food. Osamu looked at the plate in his hand, all appetite leaving him. I just remembered I have to do something. But eat up, you don't need to wait for me. He set the plate down and headed for their guest room, locking the door behind him. He took a shuddered breath, trying his hardest to keep his calm. This was not how it was supposed to go. Not at all. He took out his phone, noticing several messages from Aran telling him not to do the challenge. Yeah, didn't even need to. He slid down the wall, settling with his back to the door. Hugging his knees, he rocked slightly back and forth and pressed the fast dial. On call. Atsumu picked up on a second try, his voice a bit groggy. Hey, need something? I think I fucked up. Atsumu immediately woke up. What happened? I think Rin is angry at me. For the last week. I know I messed up, but I thought it's fine now. Hey, calm down, okay? What did he say? That I don't deserve him as a boyfriend. I know it's my fault, but... Wait, did you do the challenge? No. I wanted to, but he said it first. I asked if someone told him, but he doesn't know about it. I don't know what to do, Tsumu. I didn't want this. Why? Did I miss something? It will be fine, you'll see. How can it be fine? I don't know what to do. Sunarin loves you, Samu. I'm sure he's just in a bad mood or something. But he looks so sure of it. What if he really means it? Then I'll drop by to have a talk with him. He can't just do this to you without explaining. Thanks, Tsumu. No problem. I have to go now. I kinda fucked up too with the challenge. But call me if anything happens, okay? I'm here if you need. I know. Thank you. Call ended. Osamu closed his eyes, taking a few deep breaths. Atsumu could be annoying at times, but he couldn't be more grateful for having him in moments like this. There was a soft knock on the door behind him. Samu? Are you okay? Osamu chuckled sourly, but otherwise stayed silent. Samu, I'm sorry. Let me in, please. Was it really because of the last week? Or did you have to pretend the whole time? That's not... I wasn't pretending, I swear. And it's not because of the last week either. Then why, Rin? What did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong. Please, Samu, let me in. I didn't mean it. Kita-san called me about the challenge to warn me, so I thought I could get back at you. I'm sorry. I know I went too far. You don't have to forgive me, but you should at least eat something. So, you knew? Yes. Osamu let out a somewhat relieved breath, but stayed silent otherwise. It's okay if you don't want to talk. I understand. But please eat something. I know you haven't eaten the whole day. I'll leave you food outside, okay? Just take it when you feel like opening, but take it. I'll be in the living room, so don't worry about meeting me. Osamu reached up to unlock the door and moved out of the way, but stayed with his back to the door. It took a few seconds before the door opened. Samu? Are you mad? What do you think? Familiar arms wrapped hesitantly around his middle from behind, and he could feel Suna's breath on his neck. I'm sorry, Samu. I went too far. Yeah. You scared me. I thought you got fed up with me. I could never. Can you forgive me? You don't have to now, just at some point. Osamu squeezed Suna's hands. I can't be mad at you. After all, I was about to do the same thing, even though I would not say it like that. Can we just pretend this didn't happen? Alright, so, lunch? Lunch. Oikawa grumbled and flopped on the bed, phone in hand. He knew the events of this day were his fault, but he still couldn't help but feel betrayed. The trip wasn't a bad idea, or at least he thought it wasn't before everything went to crap. He dragged his luggage through the LA airport hall, trying to fish out his phone to call Iwaizumi. He hadn't told him he was coming, and he couldn't wait for his reaction to a surprise visit. Iwaizumi took surprisingly long to answer. On call. Toru? Hajime! Took you long enough. Well, sorry, I'm a bit busy right now. Is something wrong? You never call before 7. I just wanted to tell you your amazing boyfriend is waiting at the airport and hopes you could pick him up. There was a short pause on the other end. Wait, what? When did you... Why? The league is paused, so I have some free time and I wanted to spend some time with you. But why didn't you let me know in advance? Because I wanted to surprise you, Del. Iwaizumi sighed. How many times do I have to tell you not to do these surprise actions? But that's the appeal of it, no? It's romantic. You watch too many movies. Nuh-uh, I'm romantic from the heart. Anyway, can you pick me up? I can't. I'm sorry, Toru. Oh, it's okay. I'll take a taxi then. But I can stay with you, right? Well, yeah, but there won't be anyone in the flat for the most time. We are doing a project for school and the deadline is in 3 days, so we have to step up a bit. Oikawa hummed, trying to mask his disappointment. Okay, I'll wait for you. I'm sorry. It's fine. I'll find something to do until you come back. Alright. I have to go now, so take care, okay? You remember the address, right? Yeah, don't worry. See you, Hajime. Call ended. Oikawa took a deep breath and hit his phone, an uncomfortable feeling settling in his chest. He wanted to make a nice surprise for Iwaizumi, but it seemed like his plan was already backfiring. He clenched his hand around the luggage handle and went to wave down a taxi. He arrived to an empty apartment about an hour later, tired, starving, and ready to sleep for at least a week. But at least he now had somewhere to hide from the scorching Californian sun. He liked Iwaizumi's apartment. It was small but cozy, with 3 rooms and a kitchen. He left his luggage in Iwaizumi's bedroom, and after a short rest, he headed for the kitchen to find something to eat and possibly cook. I can at least make him dinner when I just crashed in his place. He gathered all the ingredients he could find and began his attempt for a meal for 2. Fortunately, he has been practicing from his last failed attempt to cook, and the meal actually looked like food. He checked the clock and frowned slightly. Where the heck is he? It's pretty late already. Just as he thought that, the main door opened. He turned there, fully ready to scold Iwaizumi for working so late, when he froze, looking at a complete stranger. What are you doing here? The other guy jumped slightly, measuring Oikawa with a wary gaze. Me? I should be asking that. Who the hell are you? And how did you get here? I opened? With the reserve key. How do you know where the reserve key is? Because Hajime told me. How do you know? I have my own keys. I live here. Oikawa furrowed his brow. You live here? Since when? Since 3 months ago. You still didn't answer me. Who are you? I'll call police if you don't explain soon. I'm Hajime's boyfriend, Oikawa Toru. The guy's face lit up a bit and he put down his phone. Oh, the setter? I'm Elliot. Nice to meet you. Sorry for the welcome. I just didn't expect anyone here. Hajime didn't tell me you will come. Yeah, it was supposed to be a surprise, though I guess it didn't go very well. Do you know when he's supposed to return? No idea. He's usually here by now, but they are doing some work for school now, so who knows. He eyed the prepared food and gave Oikawa a compassionate look. I'm sure he will be here soon when you are waiting for him. Do you want privacy for today? I can go sleep over at my friend's. Oikawa huffed and stretched his tired muscles. That's nice of you, but don't worry about it. Alright, got it. He's really tired lately too. I don't understand why does the school always give us so much work. But if anything, just say a word and I'm gone. Thanks, appreciate it. It was nearing 9 when the door opened for the second time. This time, Oikawa recognized Iwaizumi's quiet grumbling and smiled. Some things never changed. Took you long enough, Hajime. Iwaizumi rolled his eyes and threw his back on the ground. Hello to you too. So you really flew all the way here? Well, yeah. You thought I was joking or something? Iwaizumi pressed a short kiss on Oikawa's forehead. No, I just can't believe it. I'm not gonna lie, you could choose a better time than now. Well, sorry for having a break. Next time I'll call the league and ask them to wait with it until it's suitable for you. Iwaizumi sighed, pinching the bridge of his nose. That's not what I meant. I'm tired, Toru. Can we just go to sleep and talk tomorrow? But the food is ready. I'm sorry, I'm not hungry. Just put it in the fridge and we'll eat it in the morning, okay? I need a shower. Oikawa watched Iwaizumi disappear in the bathroom and sagged into the chair. And now here he was, lying on Iwaizumi's bed, waiting for his boyfriend to come out of the bathroom. He just gave others the challenge, though he wasn't sure himself if he wanted to do it. After all, Iwaizumi looked exhausted. No wonder he wasn't in the best mood. But he could at least spare some time to eat with his boyfriend, right? And then there was another thing. Move a bit, would you? Oikawa narrowed his eyes at him and sat up. Why didn't you tell me you have a roommate? Iwaizumi paused. You met Elliot? Yeah. I almost got a heart attack and he nearly called police on me. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Why didn't you tell me? Because it's not that important and I knew you would have this exact reaction. What reaction? You being all jealous and stuff. I wouldn't be jealous if you told me about him before. Am I supposed to think you are hiding him from me or something? No. Why would you think that? Because it looks like you are hiding the fact you live with someone. I only looked for a roommate because of money. Do you know how high the rent here is? I understand that, but it doesn't explain why you didn't tell me. He's only a roommate and a friend. That's what you want to hear? Yes! Iwaizumi clenched his jaw and threw away his towel to get dressed into his nightwear. Fine, you got your answer. I don't want to argue with you today. Then could you, I don't know, maybe show some happiness I am here? Or does that bother you too? Toru! What? We haven't seen each other for over 3 months. I thought you would be happy to see me, but apparently you aren't. I spent an hour cooking for us and you didn't even touch it. And then you tell me I could choose a better time to come here. Toru! Oikawa got up and snatched his luggage, still packed, and headed out of the room. Where are you going? I don't know, some hotel probably. I won't bother you there. You really don't deserve me, you know? Toru! He slammed the door behind him and rushed to the main door, not sure if he was angry or sad. Judging by the pressure building behind his eyes, probably the latter. Toru, wait! Hand closed around his wrist, and a second later, he was unceremoniously pulled into Iwaizumi's arms. Don't go, please. I'm sorry. I'm just so tired lately. I know it's not a good excuse, but it's true. I know you are, but you could at least say you are glad to see me. I am. I really am. You know I miss you every day. I know I don't tell you often, but I can't count how many times I woke up worried why you aren't next to me. And then I realize you are in another country and it hurts. Oikawa sighed and hugged him back, lightly smacking his shoulder. Stupid Hajime. I know I don't deserve you, but I swear I'm doing my best. And I'll be doing more because it's not enough. Oikawa paused. Don't. Just be you. It would be weird if you suddenly became all softy. I like my grumpy Hajime. But he could sometimes say he appreciates me, you know? Iwaizumi chuckled, and Oikawa's heart melted into a puddle. He missed that sound. Sure, they called, but that wasn't the same. I'm glad you are still by my side, even though we have a distance between us. And just you wait until I finish here. I'll be with you as soon as I get my degree. You can come earlier, you know. I mean for stay. I promised you wedding in Tierra de Fuego, remember? Oikawa blushed, but secretly already imagined the scenery and ceremony and the surely beautiful rings. I hope you won't stay just by the promises. Tsk, who do you think I am? Oikawa grinned and pressed a soft kiss on Iwaizumi's lips. I know. Love you, you damn Godzilla. You are the one to talk, you alien. Love you too.